No, good afternoon to all. I hope I am very much audible. Am I audible clearly?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. See, as of now, only 39 were joined. Okay, so let me wait one more minute, then we can start taking attendance and then discussion about yesterday's class. Okay, let us wait. Okay, I hope now we can start our class. So as of now, Still 4 more students have to be joined. Anyway, let them wait. First, I will take attendance. 1 minute, I will open. So in the meantime, just recollect the content, whatever we have discussed yesterday. We have finally, while I'm leaving from the class, we were in the phase of calculating the address of two-dimensional array. I hope all of you might taken notes and have written the formula also. So you please just go through the contents. We can have simple more problems related to those topics, and then we can have a quiz and further topics we will be discussing. Okay, so
Sir, I am admitted in the hospital.
okay, answer for attendance. Roll number, register number URK 22C is 1001 1. Sharing. I hope I am audible, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. What happened? Sharing is absent, is it? So 1 minute, I will mark. Okay, 1002 Mukesh.
Present, ma'am.
1003
Present, ma'am.
4.
Yes, ma'am.
CO 1003
Present, ma'am.
2019
Present, ma'am.
CS 1008
Present, ma'am.
CS 1017 1017 Sarjit
Present, ma'am.
1019
Present, ma'am.
26
Present, ma'am.
31
Present, ma'am.
46
Present, ma'am.
51
Yes, ma'am.
65
Present, ma'am.
73
Present, ma'am.
84
Present, ma'am.
93
Present, ma'am.
37
Present, ma'am.
50
Present, ma'am.
53 Abhinav
Present, ma'am.
1170
Present, ma'am.
81
Present, ma'am.
88
Present, ma'am.
2001 2001 Dinesh
Present, ma'am.
2054
Present, ma'am.
55
Present, ma'am.
43004
Present, ma'am.
5001 Joshua
Present, ma'am.
5002 Akash,
Present, ma'am.
then 23 Niranjana Devi,
Present, ma'am.
29 Angeline,
Present, ma'am.
41 Jerin,
Present, ma'am.
51 Kaushik,
Present, ma'am.
68 Ritika,
Present, ma'am.
75 Arpuda,
Present, ma'am.
76
Present, ma'am.
77
Present, ma'am.
86
Yes, ma'am.
115
Present, ma'am.
116
Present, ma'am.
7004 Adal 7004.
Ma'am, he is present. His mic is not working.
Let him convey through chat or at least. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
7009
Ma'am.
Present, ma'am.
Hello.
7021
Present, ma'am.
29.
7020 present.
Sorry.
7029 present, ma'am. Jeffrey.
7031,
Ma'am, 7004.
Ma'am, present. Ma'am, 7031 present.
43,
Present, ma'am.
46,
Present, ma'am.
64,
Present, ma'am.
75,
Present, ma'am.
82,
Present, ma'am.
89,
Present, ma'am.
98,
Present, ma'am.
103,
Present, ma'am.
104,
Present, ma'am.
122.
Present, ma'am.
See, as of now, the absentees are 7004 and
Ma'am, I'm present.
who is present?
7004.
Why late?
My mic
Mic
was
problem.
not turning on. Yeah.
Okay. I will mark as presence. Okay. So as of now, 1001 alone absent, it seems. Okay. Anyway, the final attendance will be calculated based on your response for the quiz. Okay. So once you have completed or based on the questions, the time will be allotted to you. So you please answer the question. Then once again, the attendance will be marked based on your response. Okay. So this is a tentative attendance calculation as of now. Okay. So yesterday I start presenting now. See, I hope all of you are able to see this slide, right? So in two-dimensional array, we are able to calculate the address of an element, address of a particular element in two different orders. One is row major order, another one is column major order, right? So row major order concerns about the ordering of the elements in the row wise. Okay. Similarly, column major order will concern or arrange the elements in the order of columns. Okay. So that is what the idea behind this. This is very, very simple concept only. Only thing is you are supposed to understand it clearly and then explore accordingly. Okay. So in this slide, what I have shown to you, you please make note of the what's this problem statement. So I hope you might noticed yesterday itself. Anyway, you try it. So here the given array is of size. It is of two-dimensional array. Its index starts from row index starts from 1 to 1 and it ends by 10. Similarly, column index 1 to 15. Okay, with base value is 100, which is the base address. Size of each element is of 1 byte. Then find the address of an array element at the position 8, 6. That means row 8 and column 6. Okay, so with the help of row major order. See, kindly make note of the formula for calculating the row major order. I hope you might have already. Anyway, if not, you please copy it at least now. So if possible, maybe address of A of ij equal to B plus W into I minus L or into N plus J minus LC. So you all know very well that I and J are the element for which we are, the position of the element for which we are going to calculate the address. Okay. So I represents the row and J represents the column. Okay. Then W represents the size. That means size. Here it is mentioned as 1 byte of memory, right? So that is what the size. If it is of integer, obviously it may take 4 bytes of memory. Okay. Then LR and LC. You are able to see this LR and LC in this line. That is A of LR up to UR, then comma LC up to UC. So LR represents the lowest range of or the beginning address of the beginning index of the row. Okay, so that is the lower row index. Similarly, UR represents the upper lower row index. So what we are able to get from here is you can replace this LR with the help of the in this example it would be 1. Okay, and also you are able to understand LC would be the what's that lowest index of the column. Similarly, UC represents the upper index of the column. Okay, so by replacing these values with your understanding, you are able to calculate the address of an element. Okay, so I hope you can try this problem. If not, you please make note of it. Try, and while coming to our physical class on tomorrow, once again the problem will be discussed for few minutes, very few minutes. The answers will be discussed. If you are having any doubt in this, you can ask me now. You please observe the problem formula and answers given here. I will give you some other problem now. Only thing is there will be changes in I minus LR instead of J minus LC for column measure. Okay, so wherever I comes, it will be replaced by the column element. Okay, so if it is LR, so there it would be LC. Okay, so likewise the changes will occur in terms of our row major order as well as the column major order application of our address calculation. Okay, so here the next one is the N represents the total number of columns. Okay, so total number of columns in that particular array. Okay, so this can be calculated. This here, you please make note of this. N can be calculated by UC minus LC plus 1. Similarly, total number of rows also can be calculated if by manipulating that UR minus LR plus 1. Okay, so this is the way you are able to calculate the address of an element in an array. Okay, so I hope all of you might have a clear picture of how to calculate in terms of row order as well as the in terms of row major order. Then next I am going to discuss about the column major order. Okay, so column major order we have thoroughly seen yesterday itself. Column major means we will be moving or traversing in the form in terms of columns. Okay, so that is what column major order. So you please make note of the formula for calculating the column major order, where address of A of ij equal to P plus D plus W. So same formula here, instead of R you will be replacing, I, it will be replaced by J. So row element is replaced by column element here, and also lower index of the row is replaced by lower index of the column. Okay, okay, so that is here also. If in the second part, instead of J minus LC, here you will be giving it as I minus LR. Okay, so here in column major order, you will be multiplying with M. M represents the total number of rows in that matrix. Okay, so rows in an array. Okay, so that is what M here. So in our previous example, we have calculated the total number of columns. You please watch this difference here. M equal to UR minus LR, where it calculates the total number of rows in the given array. Okay, so in case of our row major order, you will be calculating the total number of columns. Okay, so little ulta for while computing the address. Okay, I hope somewhat you are listening, but anyway, you take away sir, up to you. Okay, so you please concentrate as much as possible. Okay, so now all of you take down this problem. Is it possible? So you are supposed to solve this problem and let me know the answer. Anyway, then only you are able to get the attendance. So this 50 minutes of this particular session cannot be wasted just like that. No. So you please pay your 100% attention here. So these are important topics. You are supposed to come across.
Last class we were doing another question.
Have you solved that problem?
No, ma'am.
Okay, you just copy this question and we will discuss the answer for that problem also, that we can discuss on tomorrow. You, as of now, you try this problem.
Okay, ma'am.
So only thing is, you need to, you are going to apply onto the problem or the, equation. You have an equation, that is the formula for calculating the address. Just you are replacing the variables with some specific values. That's all. Very, very simple task only. Please make note of the problem or take a screenshot, whatever you want. You try to calculate the address and post it in the chat bot. Okay, chat box. So I hope all of you might copy that problem statements. I'm not sure about that anyway. Anyway, you take a screenshot at least. You try this problem. If time permits, we will discuss about this solution of this problem. Otherwise, you post the answer in the group. I will check it and let you know whether it is right or not. And also, I'm having furthermore problems, quiz questions with problem. Okay. So if you are familiar with these formulas, then only you are able to answer that quiz questions correctly. Okay. So that once again, make note of the problems for row major calculation as well as the column major calculation. Okay. Once again, just I run through the previous slides to show you the formula. Because that quiz question itself consists of one or two problems, so you are supposed to solve the problem using those formula. Then only then you have to post the answers. Okay. So it is very, very important one. So let me run through the problem. What's this formula? A of ij, column major order. You please make note of the formula in column major order. And also, I think you might take some screenshot or something like that. Then similarly, make note of the formula in row major order. See, I'm going to wind up this topic by today. Then tomorrow we will be getting into some other application of the stack. Okay. Okay. I hope all of you might read. I think. Let us get into the next slide. Okay. So the answer for this particular problem can be discussed after some time. Okay. So anyway, you might notice the answer too. Let us check how many of you are able to get it in a proper way. Okay. So different operations on an array. So in terms of array, we all know very well that we are able to insert an element. Okay. So this big O of 1, no. So this represents. We will have a deep discussion about how to calculate time complexity. What is time complexity and how to calculate the time complexity for each and every operation, and the whole way how much that particular code takes time to achieve the required output. Okay. So that can be discussed elaborately in the upcoming classes. So here you just concentrate what are the operations we are supposed to do with array. So one is insertion, then another one is access elements or data in an array. So third one is search in an array. So we are able to work out with these operations for effectively applying the arrays for various use cases. Okay. Then I will teach you what is big O of 1, what is big O of n, how it can be calculated, and how it varies for insertion and how it is vary for searching an element and all. We will be discussing in our upcoming classes. Okay. You kindly wait. Okay. Then advantages of using arrays. So you all know very well it is in sequential order. Okay, that means the elements were arranged in certain order. Okay, so but while even then it is arranged in certain order, you are able to access the elements in a random manner. So how it is possible means, for example, in this slide, you please see this structure. You please see this structure here: 1, 4, 2, 5, 3, 6. This is an order of array elements. Actually, elements are stored right from 1, 4, 2, 5, 3, 6. Okay. But in this array, if suppose I want to fetch an element at the position A of 1, 1, okay, that means first row, first column, element located in first row, first column, if I want to fetch it, I am able to fetch it in a random manner. Okay, by giving that particular index such as A of 1, 1, I am able to fetch the element in a random order. Okay, but in stack, it is not possible, no? So because we are in stack, we are using we are following the method of last in, first out process, right? So the element which was inserted finally can be exit from the stack as a first element. But in terms of array, we are able to fetch the elements in a random order. Okay, then arrays represent multiple data items of the same data type, that also we have discussed. Okay, then its size, it is a static declaration so that its size cannot be changed. Okay, then insertion and deletion are difficult as the elements are stored in a consecutive memory locations. Okay, so since it is a fixed memory allocation, so inserting a new element in between previous element and also the next element is very, very difficult process. Okay, so that's why we will be using the arrays in a different way of data structure called as a linked list, where we are able to insert the elements wherever we want. We can delete the element from wherever whatever may be the locations. Okay, so these are some of the advantages as well as the disadvantages of the array. Okay, so I hope all of you might clear about the arrays, types of array. So right from what's that, just I run through the topics slides from the beginning. Okay, so we can have a quick refreshment. So one is already we have discussed about one dimensional. In two dimensional also we have seen what would be the representation of the two dimensional array, what is row major, what is column major ordering. Okay, so how to calculate the address of an element in a two dimensional array in the form of row major order. Okay, so if the indices starts from 0, what would be the formula we have discussed, and if the indices starts from 1, what would be the formula for calculating the address of an element. Okay, similarly in column major order, what would be the representation in this slide. You are able to get an idea about the column major representation and how we are able to calculate the address of an element by using that formula. Okay, so next thing is we have seen an example, and I think you are supposed to tell me the answer for this, and then we have seen the advantages as well as the disadvantages of using an arrays. Okay, next we can have a quiz. After that we will discuss the answer for the problem given if time permits. Okay, 1 minute. I will show I will put the link for quiz now. So many of you have answered as 126. Since you have seen the answer, I think, I don't know how many of you have calculated. If anybody calculated with the proper formula, you can post that screen also here if possible. You please try it. If anybody worked with the proper order and proper procedure as per the formula, then you all can post that screenshot also, please. Okay, take down the quiz now. All of you try whether you are able to fetch the quiz. Can I get some response? Are you all able to fetch the quiz? Are you all able to attend the quiz? What happened? Why you are not responding? Vishal?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, carry on. You attend the quiz completely, and then we will discuss the answer.
Ma'am, the
Yes.
game has player limit.
Oh, wait. Okay. Let me check what's the reason behind that. I will try to change it if possible.
மேம் லிங்க் உள்ள போக மாட்டேங்க மேம்.
It is not getting a. Okay, okay. 1 minute, 1 minute. There is some limitation, I think so. Let me check and let you know. 1 minute. Okay, otherwise, don't waste the time. I will, because preparing one more request, it seems it will take time. Anyway, I will post the questions through chat box itself. I think there's same problem. I can know issues. Can I get an answer for the first question? Jack Mohan Singh is push. What about others? Okay. See, all of you please go through the question. Everybody is answering as such push, right? In a stack, if a user tries to remove an element from an empty stack, it is called dash. Have you all noticed the question? The content, whatever I have shared. Bhuvanesh, can you please unmute?
Yes, ma'am.
Bhuvanesh, have you read the question? Everybody.
Also underflow.
Yes, exactly, underflow. So,
Yes.
Adal and others, right from Varun, Adal have given answer as underflow. So already the answer is given there. So the thing is, you are supposed to have 100% attention in the class. That is what I'm telling. So read the question properly. All of you answer it. Okay, already the answer also given. So you haven't noticed that too. Okay, so if so, how will you get a mark for such kind of very simple and little what's that flipped questions? If you are carelessly doing that, then obviously you will lose the marks. Okay, so next one. So this is little a simple question. Entries in stack are ordered. Okay, then what is the meaning of this statement? Entries in stack are ordered. What is the meaning of this statement? Any idea? So in an array, yes, linear. Okay. Any other opinion? Sequential. Okay. Okay. So linear and sequential are correct answer. So what about others? Any other opinion? Any other answer? sequential, linear, continuous. Okay, so obviously the stack is in a linear data structure. Okay, so it follows the order in a linear way. Okay, well, so that is what sequential way the data are arranged. Okay, so next question, there's a code. Try to find the answer for this particular code. Predict the output of following program. What would be the output? So only few are attending, it seems. Can I get some response? Please read the program thoroughly. Read the question properly. So the print statement is given in an array. If so, what would be the answer? If it is not, sorry, if given in a loop, if so, what would be the answer? If it is not inside the loop, then what would be the answer? You please think in that manner and then answer it. You're answering, but once again check it. Only few were answered, right? So Jenil, Atulya, Alfred Junior, Pujit and Kannan are giving us 1-1. You please check it. You are using the print statement inside a for loop. If so, whether you will be getting only one element as an output or how many elements it would come. Please think in that manner and then answer it. Varun, why this much delayed response from your side? Always you will be very much active. Answer, it is error. Okay, we have a few more questions. Okay, many of you are giving the right answer. Some of you have written as error, right? So what is the reason for error? Answer, what's your opinion? Why you are saying it as an error?
Ma'am, actually, the array was initialized as 5, then one element was there. I thought it wouldn't work, but it is correct actually.
What would be your output if so?
Ma'am, actually, one will only be like for each line, it will be printing. I believe that. No, ma'am. Actually, in one whole line itself, 1 0 0 0, it will come like that.
Are you sure about that?
Like none will come, ma'am. After that, first element will be 1. Then after that, nothing will be printed because there is no value for it. None.
Okay. So the thing is somewhat you are answering correctly. Okay, anyway, no issues. Your answer is correct only. So I want to add a few more, little more information related to his answering. Okay, so in that we have defined an array with size 5. Okay, so in that size 5, we are supposed to initialize 5 elements, but instead we have initialized only one element. Okay, so it is not an error. Basically, it is basically a wastage of memory. It will execute, the program will take, instead of 5 elements, it will take only one element. It calculate the process whatever we have initiated there. The thing is, the memory is getting wasted, so that it will take the first element, and for printing the rest of the elements, it identifies there is no element, so that it obviously it assign as a 0. Okay, so when it comes to the picture, so obviously it will print the value as 0 for rest of the element. The thing is, it is not an error. It is wastage of, simply it is a wastage of memory. Okay. So that you are able to you are able to get the output, but the output is not seems to be a effective usage of an array. Okay, so that the thing is, so here you are supposed to get the output as 1 0 0 0. Okay, so I let you know 1 minute. I will show that online compiler output also. 1 minute. So I hope all of you are able to see this online compiler screen, right? So here we are just initializing the value as 1. So even though if you haven't initialized as given value for rest of the element, the compiler itself considers that the rest of the elements as 0. So that you will be getting the output as 1 0 0 0 0. Okay. So hats up to the persons, those who have answered correctly. Okay. Suppose here you can find the changes here. Suppose I am initializing 2. Okay, 1, 2, 3 as such. So now what would be the result? 1, 2, 3, and rest of the 2 elements are not initialized. So the compiler will consider it as a 0 0 as such. Okay. That's all. Okay, there is no error and all. I hope all of you might clear about this program. Okay, let me share the next one. Wait. Anson, are you clear about this problem statement now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. So here another one problem. What would be the output of this particular program? What is the output of this particular program? Kritika, it is 1, 2, 3, 4. Others? Error. Poison. 1, 2, 3, 4. Be quick, others. Error. Okay. Okay, anyway, we are getting some of the answers like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 3, 2, 4, something you are typing. I don't know whether you have clearly think about the concept and writing, or just name sheet you are doing like that. So you please recollect the concept that this program will give you an error. So can anyone answer that? Chaco Varghese, can you please unmute and tell me the answer? Tell me the reason for why you are getting an error message. Varghese, can you please unmute? Why no response? Okay, Pujit.
Ma'am, array size is not mentioned.
Okay, yes, that is the reason. In case of, but you have given answer as 1, 2, 3, 4, right, Pritika?
Ma'am, now only I saw
Now
that.
only you browse the web and identified the reason.
Yes, ma'am. Directly I went to the for loop and I was doing, ma'am. I didn't see
Okay. So it is not case in one-dimensional array, but if you are using a two-dimensional array and more than that, obviously we are supposed to mention the size of an array. Okay, that limitation must be given. Otherwise, it will be an error. Okay, I hope all of you clear. Once again, I repeat, there must be an entry related to limitation of an array or size limitation of an array in terms of two-dimensional array, but it is not mandatory in one-dimensional array. That's why you are getting error here. Okay. So next we get into the next problem statement. This is a gate question. Okay, this is a gate question. So I hope all of you are, yes.
Next class.
Next
Time.
class time's up. Okay. So only one question. Can you please just don't answer, just take a snap and then come with the answer on tomorrow, if possible. All of you take a snap of this question, screenshot or something, whatever you want. Gate question, maybe get your differs, okay? So come with an answer for this question on tomorrow. Then you all can leave, I think. No, 2 more minutes, no? 1:48. Yeah, sorry, 2:48. So if anybody found answer, you can let me know now itself, or otherwise you take the problem statement, come with answer on tomorrow. One more simple question, if possible, answer. Sharply by 2 o'clock you can leave. 1 more minute. So, sorry, 2:50. No, it's 2:50. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Anyway, thank you all. Thank you so much. Let us discuss the answers in our next class on tomorrow. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so
Thank you.
much.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Kana.